Today we are looking at the AIRMSEN Countertop Dishwasher. It's this machine that, well, it promises to solve the huge chore of dishwashing in apartments, RVs, kitchens that, just don't have the plumbing.
This machine is designed basically to exist where a traditional dishwasher just couldn't, ever.
Okay.
And that brings us right to the aha moment. The thing that makes this whole product category even work.
Which is?
The flexibility. How it operates. The AIRMSEN doesn't actually need a constant water line hooked up. The biggest selling point, really the core feature that lets it live in these non-traditional spaces, is that built-in 5-liter water tank.
Oh, okay.
It gives user control over the installation, which is, well, pretty revolutionary for this kind of appliance.
Okay, that built-in tank does sound like magic, but let's dive into the logistics, because if this is going on a countertop, space is everything. Right?
Absolutely paramount.
So what are we looking at? How much counter real estate does it eat up?
The dimensions given are, well, they're tight. It's roughly 16.75 inches wide, about 16.86 inches deep, and it stands just over 18 inches tall. To give you a picture, that's maybe the size of a large microwave or one of those small keg fridges.
Compact, yeah, but definitely not invisible. You still need clearance above it, I assume, and a power outlet nearby.
Oh, definitely. Clearance, power, and you'll need space next to the sink for the drainage hose to empty out. It's still an appliance you need to accommodate.
Okay, but back to that flexibility point. You said 5 liters. That's what, about 1.3 gallons of water?
Yep, around that.
If you're manually filling that tank every time, what does that actually involve? Is that the big trade-off for not needing plumbing?
That is precisely it. That's the first major reality check for anyone considering this. Because while the machine does offer 2 modes, you can use the tank, which needs manual filling, or you can hook it up semi-permanently to a faucet with the hose they include.
Right.
Most people getting this because it's portable will be using the tank mode.
Makes sense.
And that means, for every single wash cycle, you are pouring 5 liters of water into the top. There's a little opening.
Okay.
It's definitely a chore compared to just pressing a start on a built-in dishwasher. No question.
But you're getting machine washing where maybe you had 0 option before.
Exactly. And the sources do confirm the cleaning system itself is surprisingly sophisticated for its size. We're talking about 360-degree spray arms, dual ones sometimes, or spiral, operating from both the top and the bottom, plus multiple nozzles.
So they're really trying to blast everything in that small space.
That's the goal. Maximize coverage in a very tight, often tightly packed area. It needs that kind of comprehensive attack angle to work well.
A focus on water coverage seems crucial. And I noticed, looking through the sources, they didn't exactly skimp on the looks either.
No, they didn't.
They mentioned this modern design, a transparent double-layer glass door, even internal lighting. Is that, really necessary or just adding bulk and cost?
It's probably a little bit of both, honestly. From a practical view, the glass door lets you see what's happening inside.
Yeah.
Which can be useful maybe when you're first figuring out how to load it properly. You can see if a plate is blocking the spray arm.
Ah, okay. Troubleshooting visually.
Right. But let's be honest, it also adds a premium feel. It makes it look less like a purely utilitarian box and more like something, acceptable to have sitting out on your counter.
Okay, aesthetics aside, let's talk programs. Because this is where the utility really starts to leap out. Beyond just the hardware. It's about what it can do. They go way beyond just a normal cycle. We're seeing things listed like normal, speed, glass. And then the ones that really caught my eye. Baby care and fruit.
Yeah, those specialty programs really speak to the specific needs of the people likely buying this.
How so?
Well, think about it. If you're in a small apartment with a baby, needing to sanitize bottles regularly, that baby care cycle is designed for that. Probably uses higher heat.
Right, saves you boiling on the stove.
Exactly. Having a dedicated machine cycle for that is a massive time saver, a huge convenience.
And the fruit cycle, that one's fascinating. It feels like they're trying to maximize its usefulness beyond just dishes.
Totally. It suggests a gentler rinse, maybe for things you wouldn't normally trust in a full power wash cycle.
So even if you only do dishes every couple of days, you could still use it daily for washing your apples or grapes?
Potentially, yeah. That versatility is definitely a strong selling point. It makes the machine feel less like a one-trick pony.
And what about efficiency? You mentioned the 5-liter tank. How does that stack up water-wise, especially thinking about, say, apartment utility bills?
Well, this is where the unit makes a very strong case.
Yeah.
As we said, it uses exactly 5 liters of water per cycle. That's it.
Just 5 liters.
Just 5 liters. Now, compare that to typical hand washing. Most people leave the tap running, right?
Yeah.
You'd use way more water, often don't get things as hot or sanitized.
True.
This machine is genuinely efficient in its water use. It's conserving water while still giving you that robust machine clean.
Okay, so we've got efficiency, we've got versatility with those programs. What about the day-to-day stuff, like noise, drying? Is it going to sound like a jet engine in a small apartment?
Noise seems pretty well managed, actually. The sources put it around 50 decibels.
Which is?
Roughly the level of, like, quiet conversation. Or a modern refrigerator humming. Pretty standard and definitely important if you've got thin walls or open plan living.
Okay, bearable.
Yeah.
And drying. Does it actually dry the dishes?
It has drying features, yes. It's sort of a tiered approach. Many cycles include a hot air drying segment, usually around 60 minutes.
An hour of hot air. Okay.
But what's quite smart is this other feature they mentioned, extended ventilation.
Ventilation?
Yeah. The machine can keep circulating air inside for up to 72 hours after the wash cycle finishes.
72 hours? Why?
To keep the inside fresh, it helps prevent that damp, musty smell that can build up in small, sealed appliances if you don't unload them right away.
Ah, practical. Addresses the reality that you might run it overnight or while you're out.
Exactly. It knows you might not be there the second it finishes.
Okay, let's try and synthesize these benefits clearly for you listening. The case for buying this machine, especially if you're in a small space, seems built on, what, 3 main things?
I think so.
First, that non-negotiable flexibility. No fixed plumbing needed because of that tank. That's huge for renters or RVs.
The biggest selling point, yeah.
Second, the water efficiency. 5 liters a load is excellent, potentially saving water and money.
Yeah.
And third, those specialized programs, like baby care and fruit, which expand its utility beyond just being a standard portable washer.
Agreed. Those are the clear positives.
Yeah.
However, this is a big however.
Here come the trade-offs.
We absolutely have to talk about the trade-offs that come with cramming a dishwasher into such a small box. This is where the machine's utility really bumps up against its physical limits. We need to talk about capacity.
This is the real friction point, isn't it? I saw the marketing claims. 4 to 5 place settings, 40+ individual items. Sounds great on paper, but what are people actually saying in reviews when they try to load dinner dishes into this thing?
The reviews are pretty much unanimous on this. Capacity is the main compromise you make. While it seems to handle standard plates, maybe smaller bowls, cutlery, glasses, cups, it does that job well. But larger items are just out.
Yeah.
You simply cannot fit big pots, most pans, large mixing bowls, maybe even very tall wine glasses could be an issue.
So it's not a wash everything from your 3-course meal machine.
It's not at all. This is a machine that tackles the, let's say, the small daily dirties. The plates, the cups, the forks. But your heavy-duty cooking gear, that still needs the sink and some elbow grease.
Which means its true utility might be more as a supplemental cleaner rather than a total replacement for washing by hand.
That's a good way to put it.
If you're maybe a couple, eating simple meals, mostly using small plates and glasses, maybe it's enough. But if you cook a lot, use a big pot.
You're out of luck for that item. Exactly. And this ties directly back to what we call the chore factor.
Right, the manual filling.
If you're using the tank mode, you got that 5-liter filling chore every single time. Now, combine that with the limited capacity, you might find yourself needing to run the machine twice to clear the dishes from one dinner, especially if you cooked. Once for the plates and cutlery, and then you still have to hand wash the pots and pans anyway. So it really raises that crucial question. At what point does all the effort involved, the filling, the careful loading, maybe running it twice, start to cancel out the convenience you thought you were buying?